Hello, and we are back with the Singapore mid-season showdown. This time we'll be featuring our top four match. It will be a Singapore versus Australia. Chris G against Tang Teck Ming. Both of them are winning their top eight matches and proceeding into top four. We see Teck Ming using a team of Tapu Koko, Gachom, Katana, Porygon Z, Lele, and Mandibas. Oh,
And then we see, actually, Tengmeng is running a double duck team by Tommy Cullen, which is the Pelipper, Golduck, Tapu Koko, Buzzwole. Oh, sorry.
yes, actually, Chris, I played Teck Ming in top 8, so yes, he is running the not the Rain team. We see Chris leading the very standard lead for Rain, which will be the Golduck and the Pelipper, while we see Teck Ming here leading the standard Manibus Lele lead on his end. So Manibus getting the boost from the Psychic Seed over here. Pelipper's Drizzle going off here.
Yes, and as we can see that Tengmeng Psychic Seed prop first, that means the Manibus is actually faster than the Pelipper here. But right now, Chris actually has a lot of pressure on the field as Golduck can fire off an easy Hydro Vortex into either the Manibus or the Tapu Lele.
Yes, and Hydro Vortex into the Manibus might not take it out, but if it goes into the Lele, it will for sure. But what Teck Ming can pressure with his Manibus, being it faster than he could set up fast Tailwind first. But we see Chris launching a Waterium Z Hydro Vortex.
But is it into the Manibus or the Lele? No Protects coming out from Tengmeng though. So either one of Tengmeng's Pokemon is going to go down here.
Yes, and we see Hydro Vortex. Oh no, it's going into the Lele. That will take it down for sure. Teck Ming loses his Lele instantly in turn 1. That is not a good sign.
Yes, but right now that since Tengmeng has already lost.
Oh, but Mandibus carries Sunny Day.
But the Sunny Day might come out a bit late now.
Yeah, he should have done it the previous turn, I feel. I mean, it is a tech to counter Rain on his team, but why didn't he?
Why didn't he protect? That's the thing. Since you have the Sunny Day, why didn't you protect your Lele? Or perhaps Tengmeng's Lele is actually a choice item Lele. But even if that's the case, shouldn't you want to switch out into something?
Maybe whatever he had at the back didn't want to take a Hydro Vortex. Like maybe he felt that it were doing better. As we see Tapu Koko, you wouldn't want switching in Tapu Koko as it is a win option against Rain.
Yes,
so
but right now, Pelipper has set up the Tailwind, which means the Golduck and the Pelipper will actually outspeed the Koko. But however, under the sun, both of their damage output will not be a lot to Tapu Koko. And what's more, Pelipper has the Hurricane, which will not bypass a accuracy check anymore.
Okay, and we see Chris switching out the Pelipper here for Mark. Not wanting to take any Thunderbolts. Oh, double switch here, as he probably thinks that the Rain lead at the end will be a lot better. We see Chris bring Porygon and Mark. What would Teck Ming do? Probably going for a Thunderbolt? Or maybe a Tailwind of his end. Dazzling Gleam going on to that. Not doing a lot to both of them. Mark slightly above the
If Tengmeng Tailwinds here, yes, Tengmeng does Tailwind here, which is not a very good position for him as Chris can actually set a Trick Room up the next turn.
But what actually Chris is planning is because his Tailwind did go first, so his Tailwind will expire before Teck Ming. So therefore, after his Tailwind end, he can straight away deploy his Trick Room mode, which we can see here is the
Actually, he don't even need to wait for the Tailwind to end. He can just Trick Room now because Mark and Porygon 2 is already slower than the Tapu Koko and the Manibus. But Manibus does switch charge into the Garchomp, perhaps not wanting to get Thunderbolt by the Porygon 2.
Yes, and we see Tapu Koko going for Protect here onto, and we see calling the Poison Jab probably, but Garchomp Ice Beam going into the doubling into the Tapu Koko, so Garchomp does get a free switch here.
Yes, but right now the Mark is pressured by the Garchomp's potential Groundium Z, but Garchomp itself is also pressured by the Ice Beam from the Porygon 2.
But I'm not sure whether Groundium plus a Thunderbolt will take out the Porygon. I don't think it will.
Yeah,
giving Porygon
is still very healthy actually.
Yeah.
Right now, Chris can actually protect Mark and set the Trick Room now, which will be a very good position for him actually.
Yes, but we see Chris switching out the Mark for Pelipper. I think he wants to start having Rain up again so that his offense will be the end game he's playing is actually a Golduck Pelipper.
Golduck end game, yes.
We see.
But right now, if a Thunderbolt goes into the Pelipper with a Rock Slide from
Garchomp,
but it's a discharge though, so it will hit both the ducks on the field, bring Pelipper down to its sash. So does Garchomp go for the Rock Slide here to clutch the KO?
But he gets a paralysis on Porygon 2. Is he going for a Rock Slide? Probably will, right? Oh no!
But is a Tectonic Rage, but does it go into the Porygon 2 or the Pelipper slot? If it does go into the Pelipper slot, Tengmeng has just lost its Z move there.
We'll see in the one turn. Oh no, it goes in the Porygons. So this he'll probably get the.
But it does go. Tekming just call the switch into the Pelipper and does Tectonic Rage into the Porygon 2. Does it KO the Porygon 2 though? Yes,
Oh, it does.
But right now, Golduck can switch Golduck can switch in, but however, Golduck still have to protect for one turn because Tekming does still have the Tailwind up.
Yes, but after that, the next turn, Golduck will be the fastest thing on the field.
Yes, but if Tekming can take out the Pelipper and get the Mandibuzz switch in and try to get a Sunny Day up, Tekming is actually in a pretty good position.
It's all about the switching now. As we'll see, Mandibuzz probably has to come in and somehow he has to make the right call which slot the Golduck is gonna aim once it's
Yeah.
Oh,
Tekming does switch out the Garchomp into the Mandibuzz. If a Dazzling Gleam now, it will pick up the Pelipper.
oh, but no protects coming out from Golduck. Is he just going straight for the water type attack?
What does Golduck do? It does
Hydro
Hydro
Pump.
Pump. Does it hit? Yes, it does. It hits the Tapu Koko, picking it off. But right now, Tekming have to sacrifice one turn for the Sunny Day. But the Mandibuzz doesn't have the Seed Boost anymore. Can he take a water attack in the rain?
Mandibuzz is known to be quite bulky, but this bulky, we have to see how much. Depends on what type of Mandibuzz Tekming is running. Seeing that it's so fast, it could not be as bulky as the other Mandibuzzes out there. So this turn definitely Protect and Sunny Day will be coming out. I don't think there's any other viable option for Tekming to do here.
If Mandibuzz does manage to survive any water attack from Golduck, set up the Sunny Day, is a Earthquake game for Garchomp already. Just Earthquake will just take out both the Muk and the Golduck.
We'll see. Garchomp goes for the obvious Protect. What does Golduck go for here? Golduck goes for Hydro Pump. Oh, but he goes into the Garchomp
instead. Sunny Day does go up, which means Golduck has very weak damage output now and is not fast anymore.
I'm actually quite surprised why Chris went for the Hydro Pump onto the Garchomp then. No reason. I mean, knowing that it will protect.
Yeah, even Ice Beam might sound like a better choice there actually. Yes, because Ice Beam is actually ×4 and Hydro Pump may miss.
And yeah, Hydro Pump may miss. And now we'll
Now
just
Garchomp can just Earthquake and sweep the field from now on.
yeah, and there's nothing much unless it somehow hangs on with like a bit of HP from the Earthquake, which would be.
Don't think so. Golduck is not very known for its bulk.
Okay, we'll see. Earthquake, Muk does protect. Goes onto the Golduck. Will it pick up the KO onto the Golduck? Mandibuzz immune, of course. Does it pick up?
Yes, it does.
Oh
no,
no,
it doesn't. So
oh, but
the
oh
play
yes,
does go into the Golduck here.
that should
picking
take
it
it out. Okay, and it's Golduck against. Correction. Garchomp against Muk. This should be a clean game for Tekming from now on.
Yes, but Tekming does. I mean, you will have to wonder why Tekming didn't protect the Tapu Lele on turn 1 when he has the Sunny Day there. Like,
Maybe
perhaps it's a choice item. Perhaps it's Scarf. Maybe Tekming thought that Tapu Lele with the Scarf can outspeed the Golduck in the rain.
that's why maybe he didn't protect. But Chris might want to think twice about bringing rain, knowing that Mandibuzz has
Sunny
that
Day.
Sunny
But
Day.
the thing is that the pressure from the pressure on turn 1 is still there for Tekming to see if he wants to sack his Pokemon or not. That's the thing.
Yes, and we'll see.
Perhaps Chris can go for a more defensive approach, seeing how Tekming's team work. Perhaps Buzzwole might come into play here.
I feel that if you bring the Trick Room option against Tekming, it might be a bit better because Tekming's Pokemon are all very fast. And if you choose to bring the Porygon and start pressuring Trick Room then after you're slower with Ice Beams, you might pressure Tekming a bit more here.
Especially because Buzzwole actually checks most of his team. Like, especially in Trick Room, Buzzwole checks Tapu Koko, Tapu Lele, and especially Garchomp since it also carries Ice Punch. You do gain the speed advantage, you also gain the type advantage. So it might actually put a lot of pressure onto Tekming. Like, you would think that you want to match Tailwind with Tekming, but the thing is that why match the Tailwind when you can Trick Room?
Yes.
Instead where you just win the speeds outrightly.
But we do see a Porygon Z on Tekming's, and it's probably the conversion, but it could carry Trick Room in case they wants to fight Mirror Trick Room.
Perhaps, yes. But the Porygon Z there is a bit of a wild card, I suppose, but we shall see what both of the players will bring to the table.
Yes, and we'll see whether if Tekming win this match, he will advance to the finals against Isaac.
Yes, Tekming, Chris does lead with the Porygon 2 Muk, perhaps going for the Trick Room setup as we discussed earlier.
And we see Tekming leading the Katana Mandibuzz. Trigger Room is definitely going up this turn unless he has some way to stop that Porygon.
Perhaps Tekming has the taunt on the Medibus to taunt the Porygon tool to not allow the Trick Room from going up. But Katana is in a very particular position because it can't really do a lot of damage to both the Muk and the Porygon too.
Katana, oh, just going straight for the Sacred Sword onto the Porygon. I think probably going for a taunt.
Oh! It's a
It's a critical hit. Yes, and
but it does at the taunt. So does Chris call that and attack the Katana instead? Or does he go for the Trick Room?
Knockoff going onto the Katana. We will see what item.
Knockoff-
Oh, it's
knocking
running
off
the focus.
chef.
Oh, and he's straight.
He caught the taunt and Ice Beam into the Katana.
Doesn't call the bluff. Straight goes for the Ice Beam. And Katana is down. Quite useful against Rain if you ask me. Seeing that you can take out the Go Down and super. The rest
Yes.
is neutral.
But how will Tekming adjust his... The crit from Tekming was very beneficial because now Porygon 2 will actually die to a Tectonic Rage or perhaps even a Thunderbolt from Tapu Koko.
You don't even need a technology. At this point of time, looking at the HP, you could probably just go for Earthquake and Foul Play and probably knock it out.
Yes. Yeah, you are right actually.
That's the good thing about Mandibuzz and Garchomp. You pair them side by side, they can Earthquake and Foul Play.
Yeah, right. But right now, Chris doesn't switch and leaves Muk in the field. But why? Why though? Perhaps he might want to knock off the Mandibuzz seed.
The most important thing is Foul Play must KO Porygon. If not, Garchomp is going down for sure.
It's a bit hard to say because right now Garchomp's actually run a more defensive.
Oh, but he goes
but
for...
it goes for the Tailwind. Why would you do that? But what does Chris do?
Okay, knock
Chris
off.
knock off the Garchomp, but
Oh,
it does carry the Z Crystal, so nothing will be knocked off, and Ice Beam will be coming out from the Garchomp.
But why,
Coming out from the Porygon
why
too.
would you not Foul Play? You could always Tailwind the next turn, even if the Double Duck combo is at the back.
Actually, by setting up the Tailwind now and Muk being at so low health, Tekming can switch in Coco. No, but it's a Tapu Lele instead. So you will assume that you will Moonblast into the Muk and Foul Play into the Porygon 2, and after that having the speed advantage to fight Golduck.
Yeah, Foul Play should knock out Porygon 2. But as for Moonblast, it might not knock on the Muk, depending on... We have to see what item...
What kind of item Lele carries?
If it,
Definitely it's not the Life Up because Life Up was on the Coco the last game.
yes, but if it's the Choice Spec variant, I think it should be able to pick up the knockout on Muk.
But how will Chris adjust to this situation though? Will he want to switch out the Muk to preserve it for later and see what Tapu Lele locks itself into?
Muk going for Protect here.
Scouting out what does a Lele do here. If Tekming locks them into Psychic, it will be very bad. But the Moonblast does come out for the Lele into the Muk, and Foul Play will go into the Porygon too.
At this point, Tekming kind of has to lock into Moonblast. You know, there's no way he can touch the Muk.
Perhaps maybe he's not choice item.
We'll see.
We will never know.
But now with Lele being the only offensive thing I mean, there's not much that you can actually do against... and then with Electric Terrain up, Mandibuzz is gonna get hit super effective by the Thunderbolt.
It does have the seed boost though.
We'll have to see. Muk probably switching out here, knowing that Moonblast is probably going his
Coming
way.
into his way, yes. But what does Mandibuzz do now? That's the thing. It has revealed Tailwind, Taunt, Sunny Day, and Foul Play. It can't really provide much on the field now, actually.
I feel like the turn that went down was when Tekming didn't Foul Play the
Porygon 2,
Porygon
yes.
instead of going for...
Because he might be expecting the Double Duck to be at the back, and then want set the Tailwind up so that he can outspeed the Golduck.
Okay, and I'm pretty...
But,
Oh,
a
critical.
crit. Perhaps it mattered. Perhaps
We'll have
it
to see.
didn't.
But, oh,
we're
Mandibuzz
not-
still can Foul Play, but this won't do a lot to Tapu though. Yes.
That's a decent chunk, I suppose. Oh,
Oh,
but
and
it does
it's-
is the Gigavolt Havoc from the Tapu Koko here.
Actually, with Chris having the Gigavolt Havoc, even if it had gone down that turn, Mandibuzz would have just gone down next turn because there's no way Mandibuzz can take a Gigavolt
Yep.
Havoc, even with the seed boost. But that
What
gives...
about not in the rain though? Can he take a... Oh, but the Gigavolt Havoc does go into Lele, which will probably kill anyway.
Yeah, if it doesn't, I'm surprised.
But does Mandibuzz with a +1 boost take Gigavolt Havoc without the rain? Does it survive?
Mandibuzz outside of Electric Terrain doesn't take from Zerky Tree.
Oh my god. Even with the +1 boost?
Yes, even with the plus one.
That's a shame. And yes, we does see Tekming forfeiting here, realizing that he can't win in this situation, especially with the Coco on the field. Perhaps Tekming might want to adjust his approach from here.
Yeah, I just feel that it all came down to that one turn that he tailwind.
Yeah, it was a pretty bad misplay, honestly, and perhaps Tekming realized it, and I think Tekming knows that Chris's out is by playing the Trick Room mode, as we saw Chris brought both of his slow Pokemon to this matchup, being the Buzzwole and the Muk. However, Chris does know that he can't set up Trick Room as easily if Medibus is on the field, so he might actually wonder how he will actually adjust to that situation here.
Yes, we'll see. If because Ting can't really do much against Trick Room if you ask me. He can pressure, he can taunt, but if Chris just calls the taunt, he can just whack and attack.
And then don't forget the crit from the Katana on turn 1 was a very lucky thing from Tekming. If if this time it doesn't crit, Porygon 2 will stay on the field even longer, which increase the risk of Trick Room setting up.
Yes, Trick Room setting up is definitely not a good thing if Ting Ming chooses to bring the exact same fall again.
I wonder if a Tecton Ice Beam actually KOs the Garchomp actually. Yeah.
Depends on
What
how
kind of
much,
set
what type of set the Porygon is and
what kind of set the Garchomp is actually, because right now Garchomp actually run quite bulkily, while Porygon 2 has remained stagnant over the whole meta, in my opinion.
Porygon 2s don't usually run a lot of special attack here.
Yeah. So perhaps the Garchomp may survive, perhaps the Garchomp may not.
Yes, as we will go into this last game, winner of this set will proceed into the finals of this first ever Winter Series Singapore Mid-Season Showdown. Here Ting Ming against Chris again. As we see Chris sending out Muk and Porygon.
Same from game 2, and what does Tekming lead this time?
Ting Ming
It's the
leads.
Tapu Lele and the
Oh,
Medibus.
that's not a very good lead against Porygon Muk if you ask me.
Perhaps you still have to wonder what kind of item the Lele carries at this point, because it wasn't determined. Since it went down in game 1 and it got a crit from Moonblast onto the Muk.
But seeing the way Ting Ming plays, you kind of can guess the item actually. Like you realize that it turns that he should have protected, he couldn't protect. But this turn, actually, yeah, Medibus can just taunt freely. The fact that it's not Katana on the field this time. Oh, but we straight see a Moonblast. Ting Ming
I mean,
why Moonblast?
if you okay, it does drop the special attack here, which means Garchomp may have an easier time later, and the taunt does go into the Porygon 2, but you will expect a poison move to go into the Tapu Lele this turn, which will be the poison jab.
Yes, that will
Lele will survive,
by a bit.
but
Oh,
it gets poisoned. Unfortunate there for Kip Ming, but the Ice Beam does come out from the Porygon 2 into the Tapu
but
Lele,
it wouldn't have
so
mattered.
it wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah. But the special attack drop on Porygon is a very important thing, cause now there's
Now the Garchomp will survive, and the Muk is pressured by the Tectonic Rage. That means Garchomp is able to fire off a Tectonic Rage and an Earthquake the following turn.
he can do the exact same thing again. Actually, looking from the damage from Moonblast, I'm pretty sure it is Specs damage.
Yeah, you are right. So perhaps, but we are pretty sure that the Earthquake foul play into the Porygon 2 wouldn't kill it this time.
Yes. Previously because of the crit, it did. So Ting Ming either has to
Okay,
Okay,
Tectonic
okay.
does come out. Oh, but Chris doesn't
protect.
protect anything on the field. So Muk will probably go down if Tekming does target the Muk, and we are sure that the Garchomp will take the Ice Beam later because it has a drop in the special attack.
But I'm actually sure that it's going to the Porygon as we see, because even if you take down the Muk, there's nothing much that the Muk can do to both of your Pokemon right now.
The thing, the Porygon,
Oh, it
does
hangs on.
survive
Did
with
he
1
double?
HP, so does the foul play go into the Porygon
Oh,
2
he
this
did,
time?
he did. Yeah, okay, that's a
So
good
the
thing.
Porygon 2 does go down here, removing the threat of the Trick Room.
But Muk are just going for a knockoff. There's nothing to knock off here. Because Groundium is used already, and you can't knock off Z Crystals anyway.
Perhaps Tekming right now will send in the Tapu Koko here, but knowing that it's Gigavolt Havoc, Tekming might actually want to choose which Pokemon to sacrifice here.
Yes, and but it's
the Buzzwole
Buzzwole.
come in here instead.
I feel that this is a very good opportunity for Ting Ming to set up his Tailwind now, as the Trick Room setup is dead, and at the back it could be Tapu Koko for all who knows.
But here's the thing: if he set up Trick Room, it doesn't really presses an advantage now, because Buzzwole might just go for the Ice Punch into either the Medibus or the Garchomp.
Well, he hasn't revealed his last one, and there's nothing much that the Manibus can do at this point of time, if you ask me. He could switch out, but whatever is at the back, unless it's Tapu Koko, it's neutral to fighting, you know.
Perhaps.
Oh,
Yeah,
but we
Garchomp does go for the
just the
Earthquake here,
Earthquake here.
which will probably bring Muk down to his berry range. But that means the Ice Punch will actually Ice Punch will
Oh.
most likely pick up the the Garchomp here.
Does he not? He probably doesn't know that the Buzzwole carries Ice Punch since he hasn't been revealed at all.
But most Buzzwole generally carry Ice Punch.
Yep,
Yeah,
and we
the
see
Ice
Ice
Punch
Punch
does comes
going
out.
on to Garchomp. That will knock it out.
And it actually shows that the Buzzwole is actually not very slow, as it's actually faster than the Medibuzz here.
Yes, it is. There's a very fast Buzzwole.
But actually in this situation, it's still not that bad for Tikming, because if Coco is at the back, that means you can Dazzling Gleam for free. And then especially the Tailwind is up now.
But the thing is, even if you Dazzling Gleam, you'll probably take a Poison Jab, which isn't good.
Maybe a Dazzling Gleam foul play. Is it enough to pick up Mark from this range?
I'll have to take a look at Mark's HP again. Well, I haven't seen it since he got hit by a quick, but it did proc the berry. So, but Tikming is running the life offset, so it will do more damage.
It will most likely KO the Coco from here, and the foul play might. Yeah, Tikming should go for the Dazzling Gleam here, and the foul play into the Mark. We will see how this plays out.
Oh, but
he
he
goes
goes-
for the discharge instead.
Maybe he's hoping to fetch some paralysis. Oh,
But
he
he
goes
does hit
for.
the Medibuzz instead.
I-
But
Don't think he has a choice at this point, since he's probably gonna discharge everything. Oh, but it does. Does it knock out the Mark? That is the most important question. It does.
it does. But here's the thing. Buzzwole also carry Poison Jab, and I'm pretty sure Ice Punch from this range
And
does kill. It does get it got the Beast Boost from the Garchomp just now.
yes, and
Oh, we have a dead Coco now.
yes, a dead chicken, and now we only have one poor bird left on the field.
And then seeing the three Chris brought to this game, pretty sure Coco is at the back again, which will just die to the Gigavolt Havoc.
Yeah, Gigago will be overkill at this point. You'll just Thunderbolt.
No, maybe Chris wants some style points to go with his fried chicken, you know.
Yeah, man. It's poor Mandibuzz.
Coco proving here that he's the superior chicken.
Actually, by Tikming bringing Mandibuzz, it kind of removes offensive.
Yes, it removes the offensive threat, but it does give a lot of control. So it perhaps Tengen make the wrong choice of going for discharge.
He's just going for the sunny day. Oh, it's faster than the
I
Coco.
mean, at least
After Tailwind.
it brightens Tekmeng's day, you know. After
Let the Mandibuzz get one last shot. Oh, Chris did go for the
the
style
stop
point.
points, Gigavolt Havoc going into the Medibuzz.
Yeah, there's no way Mandibuzz is taking that, man.
And oh yeah.
We'll see Gigavolt Havoc finishing off, and Chris will proceed to the finals against Isaac. So it will be a Singapore versus Australia MSS finals.
Chris going undefeated here, all the way from Swiss until the top 4.
He's so strong today, man. And yeah, next match should be up shortly. I think it'll be maybe about 5 more minutes after this one. Yes. I don't think there will be a player interview here. Yeah, so we will just be proceeding straight to the finals. Isaac versus Chris. Yeah, and we'll see you shortly.